Do you think you need to be a journalist?
Neat handwriting.
What do you need? Do you need to have neat handwriting now?
I don't think you have.
Why don't you need?
To take the notes so you can read them.
Do you need to have to write your notes? What else can you do?
You need to be like confident. You could probably type it out loud.
You could probably tell. What else could you do if you went for an interview? Now, modern day.
You probably tell them camera.
But you can't. No. If you were in an interview now, what would you know what most of them take them? No. Well, they do. Yeah.
Camera.
Not because that's journalists, like Roy's jack of all trades. But normally, a laptop. Yeah, they probably do take a laptop. What would you take if you're going to do an interview and you want to get every word right, so that you don't get anything wrong what the guy says?
Oh, a script.
A script, yeah. But what else would you take to make sure that you know that what he said you can hear every word of? A thing that you put there, and when you're gonna type it up, it plays it back to you. So what is it?
A tape recorder.
A recorder. That's what they all have now. And you see the phone, like any normal phone, like this phone here, an iPhone. That's got a recorder on. So so they just put that on, and what that does, it means that just in case you didn't hear it right, you've got the proof. So that's what you need more now. So you don't have to have fantastic handwriting. I mean, you've got to be able to read your notes, of course you have. But that's the other way. You just say, do you mind if I put this recorder on? You click it, and then basically you just ask the questions. And when you get back on, you play it back, and you've got it word for word.
You'll be all right then, Harry.
So,
read your handwriting.
Well, doctors, you can't read doctors' handwriting, can you?
No.
Yeah, they write down a prescription, and I mean, you take it to the chemist, they seem to know what it is, but because you think it's in Latin. But you can't read it, can you? You can't read my signature either. Right, well, it's not for me to talk here. It's for you people to interview me, and
Maggie's got all the questions.
oh,
I've got those questions as well.
Good,
Yeah, I've
good.
just got a couple of them out my head.
You've got in your head. That's good. That's good. Right, who's going to start off then? Right, okay, Wiggy.
Who was your favourite manager?
My favourite manager, well, my favourite manager was Bill Shankly. Bill Shankly, that man who just came in, met him a couple of times. You know the man I was talking to? Yeah. I liked him because he was just like my best friend, like my dad. And he encouraged me and he believed in me. Are you writing this down so you can remember it? Who's writing it down, guys? Who's writing? What's happening here?
Like Hillsborough or something?
No, he didn't die at Hillsborough. He died he was about 74 when he died, but he retired.
Was it Bill Shankly?
Bill Shankly. And you could ask me, could you please spell that for me, please?
I can spell it.
Go on.
B-I-L-L.
Oh, that's the easy part.
S-H-A-N-K-L-Y.
K-L-Y, you're right, he's right. There's not got any in it. And you'd hate to put a legend's name like that wrong in your newspaper, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
So, Bill Shankly.
Is it S-H-A-N?
K-L-Y, that's right, Bill Shankly. And you know what? You can go on the internet afterwards and just research him a little bit. See, he played for Scotland and he managed quite a lot of football teams.
Impossible.
Is it? Yeah, try mine.
It fell out.
There you go. That's the other thing if you're a journalist. Always take 2 or 3 pens.
I heard you went to Germany. Did you have a good time?
I had a great time in Germany. Ja, es war fantastisch in Deutschland. Ich war 3 Jahre in Hamburg. Ich habe für Hamburg gespielt. Und wir waren in 1900. Can you write German?
No.
No. Yeah, it was fantastic because I was 27 years of age, and I was right at my peak, because that's when most footballers are at the best, about 27 to 30. And I went to Hamburg, and we won the German Championship, which is called a Schal, which is a big plate, silver plate that you win.
The community shield?
Yeah, as big as that, but it's called a Schal there, which means the plate. And so
what did you win? The Bundesliga?
Yeah, the Bundesliga, that's right. And we then went into the European Cup, and we got beat by Nottingham Forest in the final. We nearly won the European Cup.
How many did you lose?
We lost 1-0. Just 1-0. Yeah. But it was fantastic. You know why I enjoyed Germany? Because I learned to speak another language as well. So, yeah, it's good. You should really concentrate. It's a good language to learn French. You can go and buy some wine when you get older over there.
Yeah. I'm going to learn some new Spanish.
Spanish? I can speak Spanish as well.
I
lived in Spain. Can you talk to me in Spanish?
I can't say much.
Well, anything will do, anything.
Hola, señor.
Hola, ¿qué tal?
I don't know a lot of it, but I
Yeah,
do know
hola is a lot. ¿Qué tal is how are you? Oh, that's my phone, by the way, don't worry about it. That is my wife wondering where I am. ¿Qué tal means like, how are you? And you say, you would answer, bien. Good.
That's like in Italian.
Yeah. Very similar to it. A lot of words are similar to Italian. Okay, so you don't speak a lot of Spanish, but you can say buenos dias.
This is going through the paper.
Yeah, oh, sorry about that. You see, that's another thing when you're a journalist. Never use one of these pens. I've got to tell you that.
Right,
Because they go through your
do you
pen.
want to choose your 2 best questions now? Because you're going to have to be quick.
What was the best goal you ever scored?
Wow. I think the best goal I ever scored was for England at Wembley against the Republic of Ireland when I chipped the goalkeeper with my left foot because I'm right-footed and I was forced out left, and I thought if I try and hit it really hard I'll probably not score, so I chipped it over this goalkeeper who was 6'3" and it went over his head, dropped in the net, and I think that's my favourite goal because it was on my left foot.
Who was the best player you ever signed for Newcastle?
Wow, I signed a lot of good players for you. I would think I signed 5 really good players. I signed Alan Shearer for £15 million. That was a lot of money, but he was worth every penny. I signed a player called David Ginola, French.
I've heard him.
Yeah, you'll see him from time to time on, and he was just skillfully, very, very skillful. And I signed Peter Beardsley, who I had played with 10 years previous, and I signed him when he was 32, 33, and he came back. They would be my 3 best players. And I signed another one called Tino Estrella, who used to do somersaults after he scored. So we always liked to see him doing somersaults, because if he did somersaults, it meant we'd scored as well. Yeah, he never did a somersault if he didn't score. I tried to do it on my name, but I couldn't do it, and he brought me there,
Okay, last one.
Which football results do you look at on a Saturday?
Wow, that's a good one. Yeah, well, do you know what? I look at Scunthorpe United because that's where I started. That's my first club. I look at Liverpool because that was where I played for 5-6 years, and we won the league 3 times. So we won the Cup of Cups, we won the European Cup. So lots of good memories there. I look for Newcastle because I went there. I look for Southampton as well because I played for Southampton for 2 years. I also look for the teams I've managed, like I managed Manchester City, and I managed Fulham, and I managed obviously Newcastle. And then I sometimes try and get the papers to see how Hamburg have gone because I like seeing, and they're bottom of the league at the moment in Germany. So that makes me very sad. So they're all of them really. But my favourite 2 clubs are probably Liverpool and Newcastle, and I wouldn't really like to pick between them. Great questions, by the way.
Who would you support if they played each other?
Who would I support? Well, I support whichever team won. I would say I thought they would have won. No. I probably would be slightly nearer Newcastle, to be honest with you, for one reason, that is I both played and managed Newcastle. So I've been, I spent more time there, but I still love it. You're right, quick.
Do you play any other sport?
Yes, I do. I play golf. I play tennis. I used to go horse riding quite a lot. Yeah, until I fell off once. And football's a lot better. When you fall in football, it doesn't hurt as much. You fall off those horses when that hurts. And there's no referee there to give a free kick. Yeah, get the horse back and book him and that, because he's booked to kick you off, you know what I mean? What else do I play? Squash. I used to play a lot, but I don't play now.
My brother's playing.
Tiddlywinks. I'm one of the great tiddlywinks players. I get most of my exercise playing tiddlywinks now, to be honest with you, because it takes a lot out of you to, to keep moving your hands and flicking around like that.
Can't you used to do?
Yeah, you flick them and, they go.
I never actually understood the game.
No, I didn't, but that doesn't matter. I never understood football.
I always used to think you'd flick it into the pot.
Yeah, I used to try and flick it. The proper ones had a pot in the middle. You used to have to flick yours into a pot in the middle, and you had a yellow, and you'd be red because you're Liverpool, aren't you? And I black and white stripes up in Newcastle. You'd try to flick them into the thing.
Oh my god.
Yeah, exactly like that. Exactly like that. Couple more. What you got?
What team do you support now?
Well, Newcastle, Liverpool. But my favourite team of all time is Doncaster Rovers. Because that's where I'm born.
Yeah.
Doncaster Rovers. But the second bottom of the championship at the moment, so, they need all the help they can get.
What was your favourite team? What was your favourite team that you managed?
Newcastle first time, I think, because we had such a good team and we scored so many great goals, and we used to beat teams sometimes 6 and 7. It was pretty good fun. I like Manchester City as well.
Yeah.
And they're going to win the championship this year, I think.
Championship?
I mean the Premiership. Sorry. You being a journalist, your knowledge is so much better than mine. One more? You run out?
What's the best player you played with?
Oh, that's a good one. I played with some very good players. I would say the best player I played with was, because we played so well together, was a guy called Trevor Brooking. He used to play for West Ham. And he's now at the FA. He's Sir Trevor Brooking now. He's a Sir.
Yeah, doesn't that mean anything nice?
Yeah, he's a Sir.
Like, Sir Alex Ferguson?
Yeah. And
Somebody more.
yeah, and
I can't remember.
I can't really. But you're right, that means they've been knighted, and that means the Queen's gone there. She gets a sword and puts it on the shoulder like that, And yeah, it's a fantastic bit of a cut on your shoulder if she's got to get up with that sword.
Sounds like you're going to put your arm.
Quite sharp, that sword, yeah. One more? You run out? Well, you've got hundreds there, haven't you? I mean, like an encyclopedia. It's a shame you use this black pen.
You've got one.
I've got mine. I'm the one with the... You've got millions there. I've got one. Who taught you to play football? Because we heard you got scouted.
Yeah. Do you know what happened to me? No one really teaches you to play football, but the first person to encourage me was a nun, a sister.
Yeah.
I was in a Catholic school, and she used to referee the games, and that was good because nuns have these black and white outfits, so you look like referees anyway, the black and white. And of course, she had a crucifix around it, so if she said it was a free kick, I mean, you had to believe it because she had the crucifix and everything. She never told. So she said that I should be encouraged to play football, and she was called Sister Mary Oliver. She's dead a long time now, but I went to see her when she retired. She helped me. And then I played against the scout. So imagine going to a football match and it's going on the pitch. You would think, where would you think a scout would be watching players? Where would he be?
The manager.
Maybe. Where would he be?
Audience.
If you were a scout to watch a player, you'd just stand somewhere when you're around and just watch him. But I actually played against the scout. He was marking me in the match. He was a man called Bob Nellis. And after the game, he said, I'm scouting for Scunthorpe. I think you've got a really good chance, and I'll drive you there for trials. And that's what he did. So all these kids thinking that the scouts are going to be on the outside, watching and taking notes, and they're like, you're this pen that goes through your paper. I actually played against my scout. Imagine that. He was actually marking me. Bob Nellis. Nellis. Oops.
Every time. Oh, yeah. Why are you
She's going for it again, look.
Maggie, that's the one you already used. It's alright.
It comes, yeah, that's okay. It goes
I've
right.
got the end. Okay.
I'm going to let you keep that pen as a little memento. There you go. Only use it on really thick pads. Okay.
What do you do with that?
Well, I think. So, if you want a bit, this is a secret really about life, and I'm only going to tell you once. If you really want to be a journalist, or if you really want to be an hairdresser, or if you really want to be a dancer, or if you really want to be a physiotherapist or a doctor, if you really want to do it, you can do it. And that's the secret of life.
My dad always says, always shoot for your goal.
Always. If you believe you can do it, you can do it. I always wanted to be a footballer, and I never gave up on it. And I got turned down at Doncaster Rovers, and because they said I was too small. I got turned down at Coventry City, because they said I was too small. And I ended up playing for England and captain England. So if you really want it, want to be a journalist, if that's what you really want to be, you can be. You can be anything you want to be.
Yeah.
And that's the secret of life. And you're very young to understand that, but if that's what you really want, I'll be in my 80s time, you get to journalism, so you come and say hello, won't you, when you're working for the, I think you'll probably end up working for the Times or something like that. Well, you're good at gymnastics. Do you go and do extra gymnastics and stuff?
I do like gymnastics. Very good.
You see, if you really want to, then you've got to go a little bit further than the other kids who just want to, because you really want it. So you've got to go twice a week, instead of once, and then you get twice as good in half the time. Does that make sense? What would you like to be when you grow up? Animals. Well, you can be a vet. Although it takes you 7 years to train to be a vet, it only takes you 5 to be a doctor. But you could work with you could work at a sanctuary, looking after animals that people haven't treated very well, because they're the best animals, because they're lovely. You know, like dogs coming in. We have rescue dogs. We call them rescue dogs. We never go and buy a puppy. We go and buy a dog from a rescue dog. That's a good place to go, you know, with a school trip round somewhere like one of these sanctuaries and that. They're fantastic. They have horses, and they have, some people don't put the shoes right, you know, so they end up walking, and they take them in and look after them. So you could be. Who want to be a vet?
I don't really like it, because you have to cut the animals down and you don't get that.
Oh, you have to pick them up.
Yeah, that's tough. But you would never put an animal down unless it was for the animal's good. You know what I mean? If it's suffering a lot, so you wouldn't do that then. So you'd be all right there. Give that job to somebody else. Just you give them all the tablets, and there's nothing better when a dog looks at you and you've cured it and it knows. What would you like to be? Gymnast. Right. Well, that is hard work. You have to be very dedicated for that, don't you? Especially if you're going to walk on that. You're going to walk on that beam. See? So, yeah, I was going to walk on a tightrope on that beam. At least you fall off a tightrope. You don't know. You fall on that beam. I tried it when I was at school. But the somersault bits and that's all right. And that one where they hang on, what's it called? Where they go like. But if you forget the chalk, you end up in the crowd, don't you?
Yeah.
Did everyone get their questions that they wanted answered?
Yes.
Did everyone say a big thank you? Because I've got to do him now to do a photo.
Oh, I'm going to do a photo. That's very good. Good looking magazine. Maybe you could send me a copy of this magazine. Tell you what you could do for me in your magazine. Is it a school magazine? Right. I want. Let's throw a page out your book. I want you to do a school competition, right? And I'm going to put a prize up. I don't know what the prize is going to be yet. Just take a piece of paper out of you. You don't mind, do you? It's all messed up anyway. I'm going to write my autograph, and you're going to have a competition in the school to see who can copy my autograph the best. You can't photocopy it, right? So it's got to be whoever.
Do you think we could have someone artisan?
A bit what? So that's the competition, to get as near as that, but you only get 3 goes. So when the kids come in, they can practice, but when the 3 goes, they've got to put the best one in, and then the headmistress, is it? What's the lady's name? She's the judge, and she will judge which kid wins it. So I'm going to give that. There you go. That's the prize. And I will send. We'll make sure they got some address, and I will send the winning. And it can't be teachers can't enter, by the way. It's only for pupils, right? No teachers, we don't want any of that. No photocopying, so we need a detective. Have you got any detectives in the school? Would you like to be a detective?
Why does that not surprise me?
Well, maybe you could be the detective on this case. And I'm going to give you the job of just making sure that they're authentic. In other words, they're not photocopied. And how will you do that? We'd say that came in. How would you know it's real?
We'd break the wall so no one could go in the photocopy.
Oh wow, it's a bit drastic, isn't it?
Hang on.
You should, yeah, that's good. You're going to probably end up working in the Ministry of Defence.
Of the thing that they photocopied when they do.
Do you guys need things signed before we take Kevin so we can quickly do them? What is it?
So, any other suggestions other than breaking the wall? I think plowing through the wall is a bit drastic.
There's a nice job.
Yeah?
I don't think anybody could write that.
You don't? What do you mean? I've just done it. So there's one. Do you know what? Last time we had a competition like this, guess who won it? Me.
You.
Mine was absolutely spot on. Honestly, I couldn't believe it. I looked at it and I thought, I could have written that. Oh, well, that's maybe why I never thought about that. Anyway, I got the prize back. It was a Liverpool signed shirt, I think it was. Yeah. And funnily enough, we went on a bus trip and I was driving the bus, took a load of kids from a school, and we had to guess where we were going. You know.
Where did you go?
Well, you had to guess. And we all put in, and you know who won that?
Who?
Me.
You.
I was driving the bus and I straight away I thought that's where we're going.
Yeah.
Cleethorpes.
Where did you go?
Cleethorpes.
Oh, where's that? Where I'm from.
It's in Lincolnshire. That's right, Cleethorpes. I used to go for my holidays there when I was days out there. I'm not sure I'd go now. But it's sort of cold there. So I won that one as well, and I was driving. I mean, how lucky is that?
Because you're the one driving, you're bound to know where you're going.
How lucky is that? It's incredible. I mean,
if you didn't know where you're going, you'd end up.
do you know what? We went exactly where I thought we were going. It's unbelievable.
Because you. He's my dad's friend.
Steve.
Yeah, he's a really big. Yeah. I've never been to Africa.
Well, that's something you can do.
Yeah, hopefully. What's on film? That's a good duck.
Good luck.
Oh, that's duck.
Good luck.
Alex.
You've been ordering too many Chinese takeaways, haven't you? Huh? Crispy look. He puts crispy look on this. There you go. This has got to be signed as well. This Liverpool in Europe.
Yeah, that's mine.
This is a beautiful book. This one. It's a shame that it's a messy up mine.
Yours on page 95.
Huh?
I look at it all the time.
Do you? Oh, you're one of those sad people. Let's have a look at 95. See what happens. I can't see without my glasses.
There you go.
Oh, this could be around my time. He was a great player. How many years? He's dead now. No. Oh, what happened to that little young guy? Look at that young guy, you see. Now, this was a great Liverpool player. That's Ian Callaghan. He played, yeah, you'll hear about him, because, you know, Jamie Carragher's just played his 680th game. Well, if Jamie Carragher played 200 more, they're catching up. He played over 830 games for Liverpool that game.
Wow.
And this guy came from the same football club as I did, Scunthorpe United. Ray Clemens. He played for England as well. There you go. Oh, what's this? All right.
It's, you know, after this, we're going to pop into the other club and then do one session outside.
Okay. What are you trying to say?
Is that year 6's class?
That's not just year 6 is going to do the photo with because they won't get a chance to meet Kevin and then do one
What's
class.
this? Sign here, please.
They're all going around now and they've got
What? Inside there? Yeah, because otherwise...
This is really good. This is quite cool though.
I know, it's very cool. I love the outfits. I'm really, really impressed with the outfits.
I think
we don't always like journalists.
I can send you some outfits to show because
See them
you
dressed
meet
up.
journalists all the time and none of them have the style that you got.
Just like Golden Smart.
all the common sense, to be honest.
He's got a jacket
And my
just
tweets
like that.
at him.
Look at the artistic work
There you
put
go.
into this.
Just found your other jacket.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Everybody's a big fan.
There you go, it's sort of fitting in there. And these two shirts, right? This is a fantastic shirt. You see that one? That's from the European Cup winners 1977, which is only 34 years ago. It's nothing.
Everybody's going to be really
Pull it really tight, please. See how heavy it is? That's what we used to wear. Pull it really tight, everyone. Come on, grab a corner. Grab a corner.
Make sure it doesn't rip though.
Come on, Rick. These were good quality. This is when shirts were made properly. You get one of these modern shirts and pull it like that. It'll roll over onto a free kick.
I've got another shirt.
Yeah, don't pull this one. Don't even touch this one. No, touching it. Right. Pull it, but not as tight as that one, okay? Otherwise the badge will fall off.
Yeah, because I've got this one. It's black and it's got number 1 on the back.
That's because you have Torres. That's because you like Torres, wasn't it?
Yep.
Now
And it's the black and gold one.
you put it in the bin now, haven't you?
No.
There you go.
I think you're supposed to sign that.
Who's that?
That's my sister.
What's the real name?
Every time that was it. This is done. This is all done. We're all done.
Ready? Oh, and
There's your book back. There's your book back.
Whose was that as well?
On there. Wait, on the inside of the
that's
bag.
Freya who in the competitions.
This is.
Yeah.
You're in charge.
Spell her name for me.
F-R-E-Y-A.
To Freya. We put well done because she's pretty good there, didn't she? That?
Did you choose for one?
Yes. No, I didn't actually because I'm not allowed to. Otherwise, I would have chosen. Again, I entered and I've been able to choose. I would have gone to. I would have won that. I would have won that because mine was really good. I thought anyway. I did a thing about what I would do. I've talked about going into a football stadium and helping the groundsman, cut the pitch and mark it, and then the players came out and they all gave, it was a Liverpool. Steven Gerrard gave me a shirt and the manager came out and asked me in for a cup of tea. Oh, fantastic! I would have won. If I'd have been judging it, I would have won. He replaced me when I went to that.